Hey everyone, welcome from my MacBook. I am going to share my screen with you guys, and we are going to go over my real sales for June 2021. I know I'm missing, I think, April, no, maybe May and June. I wasn't really sending items in, so you're going to see a little bit of a different experience for me on the Real. A lot of these pieces I let sit for a really long time. I didn't reclaim them. There was just a lot of different things that kind of went on. Started to send some things back in, so I did have a decent amount of sales, but not my best in terms of like higher price sales. I didn't lose money on anything, so that's good. But I didn't make as high as a profit as I would have liked to make. So let's share screens and kind of get into it. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here, guys. Just give me a second. It should populate. All right, perfect. I'm going to move myself down. Well, I'm going to move myself in the middle for right now, but I'm going to make this screen bigger, and we are going to go to my sales. And then from my sales, we are going to filter to the month that we would like to look at. Okay, 60%, we're almost at the 70. We're almost there. So let's see, this month, I'm at 454 last month. I was at 450. All right. So let's look at sold items. I don't check this as often as I probably should, but that's okay. I almost like set it and forget it. That's really my methodology with it, is I don't really focus too much time on it. All right, so this is everything that sold in June of 2021. So as you can see there's 3 pages of sales, but I only made $450. Yep, $450. Okay, so the first thing that sold here are these Giorgio Armani suede printed Dorsier pumps. I've had these since I started reselling. So you're talking like almost 2 years. Had them forever. Never tried to send them in, and I don't know why. I finally sent them in the end of June. No, listen to me. At the end of May. This is June that we're looking at. They listed them right away. Someone used a 10% discount, so that's actually, I've never seen the 10% discount. That's interesting. The price was then $54, which then left me a commission of $21.60, which is 40%. I bought these for $5.99, so that's a great return for me with no work involved besides me sitting on it for 2 years, which was silly on my part. Don't do that. Next is this Theory turtleneck. I got this at Salvation Army for 99 cents. I believe they had it priced at, I don't remember what it was priced at. Whatever 20% is on top of $48, which I'm not going to do the math right now, but it sold for $48 with 20% off discount. I made 40%, which is $19.20. So that is wonderful. And I had to do 0 work, and I have to sit on the product. So that was great. Next is this Norma Kamali mini skirt. I got this at Savers for $5.99. Sent this in, they accepted it and listed it immediately, which is always interesting to me. Norma Kamali does really well on the Real. I can never sell it myself. It just sits, but on the Real, it moves quickly. I will say you need to watch your price point with it. It really can't be higher than $5, $6. It really needs to be in that range. If you're paying $7, $8, $9, $10, don't send it in unless you don't care that you're only going to make a couple of dollars. So I'm just being honest with that. Same with Theory. You're not going to make a ton. So you want to make sure your cost of goods is really low on that. Did I say how much I made? No. So $40 is what they sold for with the 20% off discount, and I made 16. So I'm happy with that. I didn't have to do anything with them. So that was a good sale in my book. Next is this Diane von Furstenberg wide leg pant. This, I want to say, was another Salvation Army piece. Yep, it was a Salvation Army in Connecticut. That's where I found these. These were 50% off that day, so they cost me $3.99. They sold for $40, the 20% off discount, and I only made $16. But again, this is the name of the game when it comes to the real. I need you guys to remember that is you're not going to be making 100, 200 every single time on an item. You may only be making $10, $15. You may be thinking, well, Daniela, why would I ever send anything to the real if that's all I'm going to be making? I should just sell it myself. And you are valid in that argument. You absolutely could sell it yourself and probably make more. That's just not a part of my business model. For me, it makes sense to send these items in and not do any work. I'm just packaging them up and off they go. So for me, it's the time. I have this inventory. I don't want to list it myself. It's not inventory that I want to list myself, but it's inventory that I know I can make money on, even if it's a smaller amount than me sitting on the product and trying to sell it. So it's just, that's what works for me. I know it doesn't work for everyone, but for me, a quick $16 to do no work, it adds up. As you can see, my total cash out this month was $450. I didn't do anything for that $450 except grab items while I was sourcing, and I was already there. So that's my thought process behind it. I know not everyone agrees with me, and that's okay. We all have different models, but that's why I'm all right with some of these lower payouts on these brands. Moving on to Lafayette 148. This is a striped blazer. This was plus size. It was a size 20. They surprisingly accepted it. I have a hard time sometimes with plus size Lafayette 148 on the Real. Regular sizes for Lafayette, they take no problem, but plus size, I've seen them send it back to me, but this one they accepted on the first try. So it sold for $52 with 20% discount, and I made $20.80. This piece I picked up for $5. So great return on investment there. This next piece, I think was in one of my hauls a few months back. This was a bad buy, and it's fine. You'll learn from this. I made my money back. So, and a couple of dollars more. So I'm okay with it. This is a Rachel Zoe tweed mini dress. I thought it was really pretty. Clearly the Real thought it was pretty too, but it just didn't sell. It ended up being marked down 50%. So it sold for $40 and I only made $16. I think I paid $11.99 for this dress. So, I mean, that was my fault, but you live and you learn. I still made some money. I made my money back and I made some money. So I'm okay with that. Okay, this tote bag by Mark Cross. This is a vintage style. It took about 5 tries for them to accept it, but it finally got accepted. They actually priced it really high, but as you can see, it sold at 50% off, which was $122.50, which left me at a 60% commission rate of $73.50. I paid $4.99 for the bag. So well worth it. I don't think I would have been able to sell this bag on my own. It's just a very unique pattern, and the solds on Poshmark and eBay just weren't even as high as $73. So some of the more modern, I say modern in quotations, because I don't know if Mark Cross still makes bags. I believe he does, but this style in particular was vintage, and all the vintage Mark Cross just didn't seem to do well. More of the recent pieces, I guess you could say, were selling at a higher price point. So happy that that's gone and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, these are items like this is an item I'll never pick up again, is Rebecca Minkoff. In terms of clothing, it just doesn't move well, and you'll see here they sold at 60% off discount. So they sold for $20. I made $8, so I made my money back plus $2. Bad buy. It happens. Tory Burch printed silk blouse. This was another bad buy on my part. I paid $6.99 for this piece, so it sold for $20 at a 60% off discount. You're going to see this happen a lot with Tory Burch on the Real. Rebecca Minkoff as well. It is going to sell at a very, very, very discounted price. So I only made $8. Again, made about a $2 profit on that. It's gone. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Next is this Hatch jacket. I found this at Savers for $4.99. Again, not a good buy. And I also I probably could have recalled this and sent it back in, but I just wasn't the right time in my life to do all that. I had too much going on in my personal life for me to worry about the real items that were on there. So this sold at $12.50 at a 75% off discount. So this is not so good. So I only made $6.25. So I did make money, but not a lot. Basically just got my cost back on that. So we're going to move on to page 2. It's a lot here, guys. I'm trying to move fast because this stuff can get kind of boring, but at least you can see the reality of what it's like. Because as you will notice on this page, a lot of these payouts are low, except for a few. All right, next is this equipment long sleeve top. This has been the real forever, and I recalled it and sent it back. It was a cold shoulder. It was just not a good buy. It was when I first started reselling. Sold for $20 at a 60% off discount. I made $8. I made my money back plus $1. So there's that. This is a Max Mara dress. I got this right at the beginning of their stores opening up last year. I wasn't sure I was going to do. I had it listed for a while and it just wasn't moving. So I sent it in to the Real. It was there for quite some time. It was priced really high, but as you can see, it did not sell for a high amount. It sold at 70% discount, which was $31.50, and I only made $12.60. So I doubled my investment with this piece. This is an Anne Fontaine 3/4 length sleeve button-up top. I had this in my Poshmark closet for quite some time. It got no attention. Put on eBay, also got no attention. Once I reached my 3 months with this item, I decided it was time to move on from it. I only paid $5 for it, so whatever I was going to make on the Real was going to at least double my investment, which is exactly what happened, plus some, which I was very happy with. So it sold at $48, the 20% off discount, and I made $19.20. So I tripled my money. So that was great. Did not anticipate that. Karen Millen, another great brand to send to the Real. I always send Karen Millen to the Real when it is priced accordingly. Again, $5 and below. I can't home that in anymore. $5 and below. This is a sweater. It went to 40% off discount, so $39 was what the sale price was, and I made $15.60. So great return on that. These Bally suede flats, they were actually damaged, and they accepted them, which made me happy because I didn't want to sell them. I paid 99 cents for them at Salvation Army. They sold for $37.50, which was a 50% off discount. I made $15. So that was very good. I didn't feel like I wasted $1 on a pair of shoes when I made 15. So there's that. Stuart Weitzman. I'm hardly ever picking up Stuart Weitzman anymore. That's how old this piece is. These were 99-cent pickup at Salvation Army again. They sold at 60% off discount, which was $20, and I made $8. So still made money. We move on. This is a Christian Dior wool and cashmere coat that I got at Savers for $9.99. It did have a couple of mock holes, and they still accepted it at the Real. So not upset about that. Also, they priced this really high, and you'll notice that about Christian Dior. They priced Christian Dior very high. I think this was, as you can see, we went to 60% off. So it was over $300 is what it was listed at, and it sold for $150, and I made $90 on that. So this was the chunk of where my money came from. For June, I made 60% commission on that bad boy. So I love picking up coats, and whenever I find designer coat, I'm always going to send it in. I'm never going to sell it myself. I don't want to store it. That's the first thing. Second thing is certain brands, the Real just marks up really high. Max Mara coats and Christian Dior coats, they're always going to get marked up at the Real, and you're always going to make a good profit from them. So if you want to move up that commission ladder, focus on coats and blazers. That's your place to focus on to try to move that needle up a little bit more. Okay, we're almost on page 3. We're almost there. Here we have a Jill Stewart. It's a floral printed button-up top. Excuse me. I got this at Salvation Army for $2.99. Sold at $25, which is 50% off discount. I made $10. So we're okay with that. Here's another $10 sale. This is Allison Olivia silk V-neck blouse. I picked this up at Savers for $7.99. So this was a bad pickup on my part. I don't really pick up Allison Olivia anymore unless it's a very special piece, like a dress or blazer or something where I think would have a higher return. I only made $10 on this, so I barely made my money back. Next is this Bogner Paisley printed V-neck sweater. Bogner is a great brand to send in to the Real Real. People ask me all the time, I can't find Christian Dior, I can't find Gucci, I can't find all the luxury brands. What else can I send into the Real Real? Well, you're seeing it right here. I mean, Bogner, some people can find that easily in their area. Patagonia, Sorel, UGG, the North Face, Burton is on their list now. REI Co-op is on their list now. Just look up their list. It's constantly changing, and they're adding different brands in. Kate Spade is also accepted. So I just pay attention to that list. Go on the website, go on the Real Real's website, and do searches. Look and see what items have recently sold. Type in brands that you have in your closet and see if they sold it on their website before. If they have, chance it. Send it an item. See what happens. They might accept it, they might not, but you don't know until you try. So don't think that they only accept the higher tiered luxury, because that's not the case. Okay, so this Bogner Paisley sweater was 99 cents at Salvation Army. Sold for $32 with a 60% discount. I made $12.80. So yay me. Not a lot, but that's okay. We'll move on to page 3. And okay, it's only 3 items. Whew. So this is a Marc by Marc Jacobs evening jacket. Paid $9.99 for this. So I lost money on this guy. Sold for $20. I didn't recall it. My fault. So I only made $8. Next, this is Michael Kors silk V-neck top. This is Michael Kors made in Italy. So I do want to preface it that this is not Michael by Michael Kors. This is Michael Kors made in Italy. Different Michael Kors branch. So if you find Michael Kors, look and see if it says made in Italy. If it does, the Real Real does take it. This was 99 cents, sold for $20 with a 60% off discount. I made $8. And then the last piece that sold was a St. John's evening jacket. This jacket was really pretty, and it sold immediately upon it being listed. When I say immediately, I mean like within a week, which I don't understand why it got marked down to 50% off discount when it sold within a week's time. And I never questioned it because this sold right at the point where I was, dealing with a lot of grief and whatnot. So I just wasn't paying attention. But it sold for $67.50, which gave me $27, 40% commission. So let's get out of here and stop sharing so that I can see you guys. Okay, so those were my June sales. I mean, they weren't crazy. I mean, I still made $400, right? $450 for not doing a lot of work. I can't complain about that. This is a great extra stream of income for anyone who wants to take the time to learn a different platform, to box up some items or do porch pickup with the Real Real, because they do that in certain locations, and make money without having to do anything. So the same concept is ThreadUp. Some different brands are involved. No, you can't change the pricing of your items. You can ask for your pricing to be changed, but it's very difficult to get the pricing changed on these items. But you can always ask. You can recall your items at any time. I tell everyone to try it once and then go from there. The first few times that you send items in, it's a little discouraging because your commission rate is so low. It's only 40%. But you bump up to 60 really fast. It takes a while to get bumped up to 70. Like I am this close. I'm like $200 away from getting up to 70. And that's $10,000 worth of items that you've sold. So it's a hefty amount. So you're constantly sending things in. But I enjoy doing that, and it's a part of my business, and it's been a lucrative part of my business. So I hope this was helpful to see some of my sales in June. I will bring you guys another video. We're going to be talking about the different brands that I think are accessible to most resellers that you can pick up and send in a box and start small and kind of build it from there. So I know a lot of you have been asking, don't find all these different brands. What can I do? What can I do? So I want to give you guys some kind of content to help you around that topic. So until next time, friends, bye.